Nothing like a little bit of unexpected streaming to start the day. Let's get this game loaded. I've got a little bit of time to kill before I need to go out shopping. Hey Amos, you gonna come up here? Hey buddy. So, let's just let this finish loading in. Right, off camera, I spent all of my death's breaths, pretty much, except for 15 of them, trying to create an ancient Yang's recurve. That didn't exactly go according to plan, so unfortunately, yeah. We do still have some parts of the season journey that we need to do. We need to complete 2 conquests this season. We need to kill Magda in 15 seconds, and we need to do a Counter Sans Despair at level 50. I think we're going to do Magda now, and then we'll probably do some bounties, actually. Or maybe use up some of our Greater Rift keystones. Wait, this is the wrong way to get to Magda. Let's head back the other way. Hey Mattis, hey Wolfried. Once again I've timed it perfectly so you're not around. I do apologise for that. This should be relatively straightforward once we get in.
My hatred is too low.
There we go. Life goes on. I wasn't expecting it to be too difficult. I mean, with the amount of damage that we put out, I should have waited outside to get more hatred back before coming in here. But that's one part of the season journey ticked off. He fallen upwards. I literally just started this this last second, so welcome. Just trying to tick off a couple of bits of the season journey. Yeah, we don't care about that one. Let's salvage that up. How are you guys doing? You enjoying your weekend? Right, as for what I'm actually going to do, I suppose we could go in and loot the room. There could be something in the drop box. Wait, I thought there was... Oh, no, we've got to kill 50 other mobs and Murderos. Yeah, we're going to do some bounties. As long as the mobs are relatively close together, then we don't lose a ton of hatred. Oh, geez, that was pretty bad getting snagged like a baggy jumper there on the corner. In your face, mate. Murderos is down. One more mob to kill. Right, first bounty is down. Let's move on to the next one. Right, let's grab this. And we are going to go straight for the Cave of the Burrowing Horror. And yeah, weekends are nice when that's the case. I mean, for me, I've spent the entire morning tidying and cleaning and all kinds of stuff. Ooh, geez, he nearly ate us. Let's go straight in. Right, we need to get to level 2. Luckily, we can move pretty damn quickly with this build. Right, now we can take our time killing everything in here. Oh my god! I need mobs to be close to each other, so I get some hatred back. That's what I need. Bang! Right, 7 mobs left. This should not take long to finish them off. May as well loot the area while we're passing through. Ooh, something underneath me. One left. Probably a wall one. There we go. Okay, moving on. Ooh, wrong button. Moving on. Let's go kill Cool. No, I didn't. I didn't have a chance. I didn't. Did you link to the 93 gear? I suppose you must have done, otherwise you wouldn't be saying that. But there we go. Cool is down. Let's grab this. Loot the area. Yeah, I'm hoping that the weather stays reasonably nice for me. Because I've got a barbecue tomorrow. Typical London, it's probably going to end up raining. So I could end up trying to fit way too many people in to my house. With not quite enough seats. It should be fine. It should be fine. Ooh, another Ramalama Ding Dong. I am getting loads of those at the moment. Right, where is this cursed chest? Man, it's miles away, okay. That's our resources back. Five ways. I mean, we could ignore most of them, actually. And just fail it, but I'd rather succeed if we can. Okay, I'll be sure to check out Discord after the stream. Yeah, I didn't actually end up looking in Discord before I started today. Probably a mistake. But this is me. Well, everyone died. Let's grab these. Okay, so moving on to Razormouth. This is going pretty quickly, I'd say. Ooh, an 84 on a monk. Only downside to this one is we've got 100 mobs to kill, but I do have Nemesis Bracisons, so that will help with bringing random mobs in, I guess. Grab, grab, grab. Okay, 5 mobs down so far.
Not enough hatred.
That is like the worst thing about this build is not having the hatred.
Not ready yet.
There we go. Rebuild it. Fighting individual mobs, it just goes way too quickly, but hopefully you've killed them by the time you run into difficulty with it. Ah, no worries. Lovely that you've been able to stop in, even if just for a little bit, Wallerfried.
Do you want more? I am too low on discipline.
Let's get Razormouth done so that... There we go. So 42 mobs left to find. Let's walk around for a moment while we find them.
I need more discipline.
Oh my god, I am, like, I'm out of everything. Give me some hatred, there we go.
Still waiting.
We are down to 18 mobs left to kill. To those of you joining for the live chat, welcome. Hope you're having a lovely evening. I'm just running some bounties. We did Magda in 15 seconds, so we're a little bit closer to our season journey. Really, I'd like some bounty material so I can re-roll the Yang's recurve that I've got. So I figured some bounties would be quite nice and a fun way to spend a Saturday. Right, let's move on to the next act. We're going to go to Act 1 and do the Scavenger's Den. Right, we need to go to the Scavenger's Den. Focus on the mission at hand. Don't get too distracted. I like how it looks like my my tiny teddy bear is actually trying to beat people up as I'm going around. Right, we need to head down to level 2. So once again, focusing on the mission at hand. Okay, Frenzied Shrine. Shielding is really annoying. Right, now your friends are dead, what are you gonna do? Eh? Nothing, that's what you're gonna do. Dead. Everything else needs to die in here as well. And there's enough of them to keep our hatred levels up as well. Woo! 14 mobs to go.
I need more hatred to do that. Still waiting.
Okay, not that way. 3 left over the other side. Let's have a look in the chest. Yeah, we've got some bits and bobs. One of these days we'll head back to town and actually drop them off. 1, 2, and... oh my god. Ran out of hatred on him. That's the worst. Okay, we're going to go on to this one. Yeah, we'll need to head back in a moment. Okay, 100 mobs to kill in the Northern Highlands.
My hatred is too low.
Once we get a nice cluster, they'll all be together and it'll be fine. It's just until then. There we go. Right, 11 mobs down. That's the wrong way. 27 mobs down. Let's... ah, here we go. Nice group of them. Wow, 103. I saw that. 103,000 million. That is a hell of a crit. Ooh, let's not stand right in the middle of that. Don't mind killing them from the edge, but... right. Ooh, what do we got? We got some pants. We got some pants. Hey, two youngs. Good to have you on board, and welcome to the stream. And also, cheers for subscribing. Glad you're enjoying it. As a reminder to everyone else out there, if you do want to be notified when I stream in the future, just hit the big subscribe button and press the bell icon. It turns on notifications. Right, let's head on back to town. I've got a little bit of time to kill on this wonderful Saturday, so I thought I would run some bounties and then maybe some greater rifts afterwards. So we got another Ramalama Ding Dong. I can go in here with my huge collection. We can probably get rid of that Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac now, actually. I can just go. Nah, we'll keep it. We're not pushed off for space. Backencaster, Marauder's Encasement. None of these things excite me. Let's salvage them up and drop our stuff off, and then we'll get straight back on the bounty trail. It's a bit like the Oregon Trail, but you know, with less dysentery. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, if you're just waiting there for me to actually start, then you will be faster than the notifications, but and some of you managed to make it onto the stream within 4 seconds of me starting. That is amazing, because I don't think YouTube's even started getting the information by that point. Okay. You need to die. Bang. And then just a couple more. There we go. Garrigan 597. Okay. Let's go to the Cursed Cellar. Ooh, jeez. Let's not stand there. Let's go this way. So that's going to go in on Vitality. Now, I am mostly just focusing on the bounties so we can get through them pretty quickly. So don't worry if I'm running past a ton of mobs. It is perfectly normal.
Not enough hatred. Need more time.
Ah, this is the worst. This is the worst build to be wearing for this. Individual kills, yeah.
Your fear betrays you. Still waiting.
164,000 million. Well, we got 92. We got 92. That's not too bad. Come on, let me do another one. He's supposed to already be impaled, so I should be able to get my, there we go, bits back. I guess there's just a very small time limit on it. Hey Sniper, good to have you joining. Hope you're having a fun weekend. I know I am. I did a whole bunch of chores this morning, and now I'm just passing a little bit of time with Diablo, as you would expect. Right, let's go to the Queen. We don't need to waste any time doing this. This is not the way to go. Who directed me that way? I'll try down this way instead. I know I'm running past a lot of mobs, but we're mostly focusing on the bounties today. I want some bounty material so I can try and get that Ancient Yang's recurve. Oh, come on, let me through the damn thing. It's a little bit hard to control in the Spider Caverns, I will say that. Right, up here. This is the fight. Hopefully, we'll be able to take the Queen out without too much difficulty. Oi! Damn it, she... Oh, tiny, tiny amount of health. Two more impales, that's all it took. Just 2 impales. Alright, well, we'll get all this stuff. And then... go and kill Firestarter. Ooh, I don't know, really. I think it's once you start getting into your, final end gear. That's when you really start hitting the millions of damage. Certainly you're not going to be doing it before level 70. If you are, then you've gotten pretty lucky with your kit. Oh no! That is weird. Is it only for your Firebirds wizard gets disconnected? Well, maybe you're ending up on a particular server. Seems very strange that there would be particular servers for particular character classes, though. Unless there's something like the drops are hard coded in. But that wouldn't make sense for multiplayer. So, yeah, it's almost certainly not going to be that. Okay. More mobs to kill. Stabbity, stabbity. Whoa, some braces. Okay. Let's thin these guys out a little bit. You can die as well. Grab all those death breaths. Okay, there's still a few mobs to kill as well as Firestarter. But if we head through to Firestarter, we'll probably get them done on the way. Firestarter, come at me! I am ready for you. Firestarter gone! Alright, we'll make the area safe and then we will head on to the next act. Okay, moving on to Act 3. We're going to start with the Cursed Garrison. Yeah, that is very, very weird. Oh, Cursed Chest is up there, okay.
Still waiting.
Right, now I started this while the mobs were still in the area so that I could keep my attack speed and everything up. I don't suspect we're going to do the number of mobs that we have a requirement for, but we can try. And we will do our best to be very careful about the exploding things as well, because no one wants to get hit by an explosion at this difficulty level. Yeah, 58. We're not going to do it on the numbers, I don't think. We really need the multi-shot set if we're going to mass kill on these chests. But we got through it without dying, which is the most important thing. And we made it to Garrigan 598. Okay, where next? Let's go to the Cursed Depths. We've still got a little bit of time before we have to head back into town. Okay, another Cursed Chest. Hopefully this one will be a champion one. Unlikely though. Where the hell is this Cursed Chest? And the multi-shot build, I could spend more time looking across at chat. This build, I do feel it's a little bit squishy when you're not killing everything, because you're not killing everything. Gonna find out it would have been faster to come at it from the other angle. Ah, right. Well, we've got an indicator now. Can we get to it this way? Looks like we might be able to. Not that way. Whoa, don't want to be in the middle of that. Now, mostly I'm thinning these down a little bit because it's going to be really dangerous fighting with them in the area otherwise. Okay. Nearly got a nice safe area. There it is. Okay. Let's pop this and see what we can do. It's wave-based combat, so there is still a timer, but we might get lucky. We might. Especially if they get pulled in like that. That can really help us out. But we are single target fighting, really. Bang, bang, bang. Across the board. And time ran out, unfortunately. We'll still kill the rest of them, because we need to. We just don't get the bonus chest, is all. There we go, right. You're on console and love season? Yeah, it's been such a long time waiting for seasons to come along, hasn't it, youngs? I think next season I'm going to be going back to my wizard. I'm going to see if I can do the Firebird sets. Because it's been a long time since I've tried that. Apologies if I'm missing anything that you guys are saying in chat. Obviously, focusing on the bounties means I'm not exactly reading everything that comes through. So, if I miss anything, just, you know, mock me mercilessly. Right, let's just head through to level 2. Because we are trying to keep this going quickly. Well, grasping is gone. Let's grab this. Some bits and bobs in the chest. And some set pants. I will always take set pants. Oh, geez, that's a lot of range damage coming at us. Let's be sensible about how we're engaging with these. Down to 7 mobs to go. Oh, we're actually full. Alright, well, we'll go back to town now, and then we'll come back in and we'll grab the last 5 in a moment. Anything to ID? Yes. Just a reminder, if you are enjoying the live stream, do hit the big thumbs up button. It does help me out immensely on this channel. I have been going for about half an hour, and I'm going to be going for about another hour and a half. So if you've just arrived, stick around. It's going to be a lot of fun. Don't care about that. Drop all of these off, and then we will get back in. Right. Lucky carriers. Wonder how lucky they can be. 1 mob left. Where is it? Where the hell is this last one? I bet it's... Totally wasn't there a moment ago. That's where it was. Okay. Yeah, let's go kill Golash. Goulash. However it's pronounced. 43 people in live chat. Awesome. Good to have you all along for the ride this this Saturday. That is not a nice one to be in the middle of. Hot, got both of them. Right. Obviously, we've got 40 mobs to kill and Golash. I completely mistimed that. I should have waited until I was in the Oculus point before I popped my fan of knives, but... wait, did fan of knives even pop? I don't even think it popped. So it was even worse. Even worse. Wow. Alright. That bounty was quick. Let's make the area safe. We'll grab these boots. Ow! Right. Everything dead. Let's go on to kill Azmodan, and that will round this act out. Don't mind us, guys. We are just coming through the area. I will stop to kill him, though. Give me all your delicious gold. There we go. 13 million. Ooh. And quite a bit of pain, actually. 13 million and quite a bit of pain. It's fine, though. Not even a brown trousers moment. Oh, damn. I forgot to turn off my alarm. How unprofessional. Right. There we go. So, we've made it to 4 o'clock. Which was my, if you haven't stopped working, then you should really stop working by now, point. What we've got, grab these, and we're going to move on to the next act. Next act being, of course, Act 4, Hell Rift. Let's see what that message was as well, because I had a message. There we go, nothing that I need to worry about. Okay, into the Hell Rift level 2. Oops, missed it. Don't worry, guys, we are going the right way. Now, everything gets to die in here. Everything died this way? Yes, it did. Good. Cool. Ticked off nice and quickly. Let's go kill Pyres the Damned. It is nice to do bounties for a change as well, rather than rifting all... Oh, Jesus! Okay, brown trouser count +1. Brown trouser count +1, definitely. Woo! Didn't trigger a death. Didn't trigger a death, but that could have been nasty. Right. You're gone. So now it's just random other mobs that need to die. Yeah, it can be so quick that you end up losing that amount of health. Okay, let's move on to Watch Your Step. And we'll put that Garrigan point into life. I think I'm up to 4 now, because there was 1 yesterday, and we were on 2 before, so this makes it the 4th one since I started keeping track. I get 2 brown trousers if I trigger my death. I get an additional 10 if I actually die. In fact, let's have a look for this Holy Sanctum down this way first, because we will go up and grab that in a moment. Because there is always a chance it will be down here. It's not in this case. what is that unique item? Sorry, what is that legendary item? They stopped calling them uniques a long time ago. It's not this way. Alright, it's marked on the map now. Okay. Not particularly good being as fast as we are, because we need to... Ooh, actually, maybe it could be good. Because, of course, getting onto these platforms is the name of this particular game. Oh, cool, we can make it.
That was just a taste.
There we go. Make sure you're dead. Loot the room, and then we will head on to... Alright, Rakanoth is the boss, so we'll do the Bound Shaman. That would be quite funny, falling upwards. Getting a brown trouser moment counter onto the stream. Yeah, I suppose I could probably set something up where I've got a hotkey bound to just increase the number, but of course it would have to be after the fact, because if I was already in the brown trousers moment, I wouldn't want to be taking my my fingers off any keys. Right, Shaman down. Cool, and these guys are dead. So, boss fight next. Wow, 58 watching live. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining me. We're doing some bounties at the moment. We've done, Oh, wait. I thought I killed them all. We've done Magna in 15 seconds as part of our season journey. Now I'm just getting some bounty materials so I can re-roll Yang's recurve. And then we might do some rifting, I don't know. Oh, jeez, no. Don't get snagged like that. And we are, of course, highly mobile in the Shadow set. Running hardcore seasonal, and I've died twice this season, so I'd rather not die again. The counter must move back and forth a fair bit. It's hard to tell precisely. But either way, that's pretty good. And we get a ring out of that, alright. Lots and lots and lots of things. We are full again. Alright, let's head back to town. And we will clear some space, and then we'll move on to Act 5. So, IDing first. And then we're going to salvage all of them up, because they're not much use to us. So, Vigilante Belt, no. Unity, no. Justice Lantern, gone. And those Hellwalkers, no. Yeah, because we're using the Elusive Ring, we're not going to switch across to Unity. Let's put these gems down, and then we will just move clearly on to Act 5. So, starting in Act 5, what's going to be the most annoying one? Bori Hatta, probably. We've got to kill 150 mobs with the Shadow set in here. This is potentially going to take us a while. Well, actually, we're up to 63 already, so it's not going too badly. It would help if I actually threw my impales at the mobs themselves. Man, it is so nice having you all joining me here today doing this. When I started about 40 minutes ago, I thought, you know what, I'll do a little bit. I've got some time to kill. I wouldn't expect many people to join. This is such a huge turnout. Thank you very much for stopping in to watch. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, it's really strange the way you get used to monologuing. You know, just saying whatever comes into your head. And I don't know if it's improved in that way, but certainly the way that the way I interact with everyone has changed massively. And also the season 6 playthrough was pre-recorded. It wasn't live. Because it wasn't live, there wasn't that level of interaction with people. Yeah, it took me until I had a new machine that could actually really do live streaming before I decided to move on to that. Hold on, let's back off a little bit. Oh my god, we've got to go all the way around. Alright, fine. Kalik, I don't, but after this bounty, I will just very quickly take you through my build. It's the shadow set, obviously, because we are running around all over the place. And we've got Holy Point Shot and Kali's Point as our weapons. That's giving us the mobility and massive impales that are going on. Let's get this guy stabbed. He thought he could take me on. He was mistaken. Death breaths. Right, back on mission. Ooh, okay. Yeah, and playing the game several seasons in a row will obviously improve your playstyle. Although I tend to be a bit more scatterbrained these days. I jump from one thought to another. But really nice that you went back to watch them. There's it's also interesting to see how the game itself has changed since then, especially with the set redevelopments that went off. Grab these. Oh, it is so much fun. Basically, you are the weapon. You're the one that's charging forwards, trying to put your blade directly in, normally, the big bad boss. So this guy, for instance. Bang, bang, bang. 40,000% increased damage for Impale to the first mob that gets hit. Okay. This is relatively safe. Let's head back to town. And while that's going on, I will take through. So, we've got the Compass Rose and we've got the Traveller's Pledge because we are moving all the time. We've got Nemesis Braces because I was running Rifts before. We've got the Elusive Ring so that when we dart around, we get a 60% damage reduction. Well, nearly 60%. And over here we've got the Chain of Shadows. So after using Impale, Vault costs no resources for 2 seconds. So we shoot and then we go, whoa, all over the place. As for skills, Awareness, Cold the Weak, Numbing Traps, Ambush, Impale, Ricochet so that we can get Hatred back because of Kali's Point. Phantom Knives, Bladed Armor, that keeps our resistances up. Wolf Companion for extra damage when we need it. Vengeance, Dark Heart for damage reduction. Shadow Power, Shadow gets the effect of everything, so you just pick it for the wings. I pick the green ones, and Vault Rattling Roll to stun bosses. And over here, we've got Dawn to reduce the cooldown of Vengeance by 65%. Aquila Cuirass, so that as long as I'm not completely sucking, we take massively reduced damage. And the Conventional Elements for damage boosting. It's a good setup, all in all. YouTube doesn't let live chat post links. It's to stop people joining channels and spamming massively. I don't know if there's a setting I can do to turn that on or off, but can be a little bit frustrating at times. But I think it's for the right reasons. But I don't mind running people through the build now and then. All of it has been helped by the wonderful community, everyone in chat, and some people who aren't in chat, always giving me advice and telling me what I'm doing wrong, and helping me through with it, because I am, of course, a casual gamer. Right, we need to find the infested ruins. Yeah, I'm a casual gamer. I play a fair amount, and I know roughly what's going on with most of the characters, but it's the specifics and the nuances of the builds that really get me. And also remembering everything, because there is so much to remember. Let's head round. Wow, I went really far out of my way, didn't I? Okay, here we go. Infested ruins. Ooh. Okay, that's that bit done. Curse chest, why not, seeing as we're here. In my post-produced ones, there's normally a link to the... Oh no, that's to the multi-shot build, not the shadow build. Yeah, sorry. I don't have a link handy, I'm afraid.
Not ready yet.
Oh my god, give me... There we go. Give me my hatred. Garrigan 600. We have made it. That's, of course, unlocked our new portrait. And now we can start over here, putting attack speed, over here, life regen, and over here, gold find. So we're on to the least important ones, at least from my point of view. We'll leave Urziel till the end. We'll do the Bound Shaman next. It's going to be the second Bound Shaman bounty that we've done. And we'll try and get through to it quickly to save us a bit of time. Ooh. I will grab that though. Oh, it's right here. Nice. Into the archives. Right, one shaman down. I just realised that there was another one right next to me that I could have killed, but we'll go back for him in a moment. We are not likely to run out of time. Fan of Knives just minced the entire lot of them there. Okay. Of course, when the Convention of Elements ticks around, if you can time the Fan of Knives perfectly on it, then you can do a hell of a lot of damage. Which one is it? It's cold. It's always important to pay attention to which one you're actually going to be doing. Oh my god, I've run out of hatred because things are badly positioned. There we go. You burn through your hatred quite quickly, but as long as you're hitting stuff that has already been hit, you do get it back. Grab that, grab that. Okay, and we are going to move on to Rathma's Gift. Garrigan hype indeed. Garrigan 600 is quite an achievement. Now apparently the cemetery is one of the best places to go for kill streaks. Let's grab some of these. And yeah, we'll there we go. Open this death prison. We'll do the next one in just a second. I thought I'd killed him the first time. Turns out I was mistaken. Come on, give me the next death prison. Alright, we'll go around the edge. Looks like we're heading down this way. Nope, that is the way out. That is the wrong way to go. Oh my god, stuck like a baggy jumper. Right, that's got our hatred levels back, so we should be able to push on. Right, up this way. There they are. Murder, 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 murder. Then we'll open this up. Yeah, the shadow set is pretty good for the mobility for that, but generally these places are time sinks. I don't mind killing 150 mobs or whatever. Finding things that are spread out if they're not immediately marked. Since they've introduced the fact that everything's marked, it does feel like it's a bit of a time waste. Right, the last one is down here. Right. Of course, got to be careful with dervishes and everything. Make sure that we don't end up killing ourselves. You face tank it while I get this. Thank you very much. Okay, and we're going to move on to kill Urziel. He does have the potential to one-shot us. Hopefully he won't. But, oh, wow. He started right next to us, but it's going to take us an hour to get round to him. Yeah. Don't like being caught by nasty, nasty, nasty things. So let's grab this. Yeah, as long as our hatred levels are high, we've got that extra damage reduction from Aquila Cuirass. So when we're engaged in a big fight, that should just be there all the time. Can we go this way? Yes, we can. Okay. All that just to go round the block. We could have just gone in the back door. I would have been fine going in the back door. I'm quite fond of back doors.
My master has seen demons spawn like you, God forever. You will die for what you've done. The demon spawn shall.
Okay. Yeah, do your shouting. Get your bits over and done with. And just die already, mate. There we go. And that is it. That is the last of the bounties. So let's go around and hand them in and reap our delicious rewards.
I am returning to town.
To those of you who are just joining and haven't been here for the last 50 minutes, welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Let's go straight to... In fact, we'll do these in order. Act 1. Act 2. Act 3. And Act 4. No, actually, we can do this this here as well, can't we? Has he given us both?
No, I will not do that.
There we go. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, let's clear some space. And in the boxes we get a screen full of awesome. That's what we get. Because we're running at Torment 13, we get 16 of the bounty materials each time. That is a hell of a lot of stuff. I do have a mechanical keyboard. I've got a Razer Chroma V2. It's sorry, Black Widow Chroma V2. It's awesome. And I am thoroughly loving it. And not only that, it's got different colours for the keys. And Blizzard have taken the time to tie Diablo in, so it actually highlights your keys depending on whether things are ready. You get different colour changes if you're activating Vengeance or not. So now my now my keys are blue. Otherwise they'd be red. I really like it. It is taking me a bit of time to get used to the positioning of it because it's slightly larger than my last keyboard, but it is lots and lots of fun having it. Hell Trapper, you can go. Madmon Acceptor, you can go. Gloves of Worship, basically all of these can go. I think Pride's Fall was the only one that we don't have in the cube yet. And I don't really care about it at all. So, we have a Yang's recurve that we can re-roll. Is that the one that I actually want to re-roll? No, it is not. That's the one I want to re-roll. Although that's my Dead Man's Legacy. But this one doesn't have a socket in. Because it doesn't have a socket in, it's not the one I was using. That's how I can tell. It's important to double check these things. In fact, let's be certain. That's the one that I'm using. This is the one I'm re-rolling. Hi Peter, good to have you join for the afternoon. Holy moly, we're up to 85 people. Hello everyone, hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Geez, I don't know what to say. If you're enjoying the stream, give me a like. We've just done one set of bounties. I'm going to re-roll this Yang's recurve up so that we can try and get an ancient one. That's not ancient. It's also a little bit better than our current one. And we could re-roll the vitality on it. So we'll keep our current one and we'll re-roll this one. Because I've got Ramalama Ding Dongs coming out up the wazoo. Okay, that's already got the attack speed on it. It's got better dexterity. It's got less damage initially though. I think it's still worth re-rolling. We can do this one more time. We get the damage. The life per hit. No. So this is our current favourite. Let's go put a socket in it. Grab one of these because I've got so many of them that I found recently. And bang, 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 bang. Resource costs 47 rather than 49% reduction, but it's still pretty damn good. And we can change this vitality into area damage, attack speed. Area damage is probably reasonable. Let's see what we get out of it. 23% area damage, I'll take it. It's better than the vitality, which we weren't really going to use. So we will resave this, and then we'll get back. So save. Re-equip our shadow set, and we will put these bits back. So that's the one that can be re-rolled, which is going to go there. This is going to go over here, and I think you guys want me to run a Greater Rift, don't you? So, Geordie, I'm running the Shadow set at the moment. I was just very quickly spending a bit of time re-rolling Yang's recurve. Didn't really go quite how I wanted it to. But we've got a hell of a lot of... In fact, we could probably... No, let's drop it to 62, because it's been a while since I've done a great... No, actually, if we're doing Greater Rifts, we're going to switch back to our multi-shot set, because that was going very well for us. We're being sensible about this. We're not going to lose another person this season. So, I'm running the multi-shot set, which is Marauders all over, Zui's Secret, we've got Yang's Recurve, we've got Dead Man's Legacy, and we've got Raps of Clarity, and a Hellfire Amulet. Over here, we've got Awareness, Ballistics, Numbing Traps, Ambush. Most of our damage is going to be coming from rockets. So, Greater Rift level 63. Let's get back in the swing of this. So we put down a ton of these, and then we fill the screen with arrows. We're using Focus and Restraint, so periodically I need to hammer our generators. And then the rest of the time is... Let's stand back a little bit out of that. The rest of the time is just about keeping the buffs up and multi-shot, 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 multi-shot. Wait, there's the last one. So this is not a particularly fast build, but it is nice and stable for running at 63. And I've got just enough cooldown reduction that I can keep Vengeance up permanently. The idea is you're supposed to drop your polar turrets on top of things so that Bane of the Trapped is giving you extra damage boost. If you can make it onto the Oculus rings, even better. Hey Adam! Good to have you stop in. But yeah, I quite like this build. It's a fun one to be running with. And yes, the armory is a massive lifesaver. It really is. And without the armory, I think I would only ever one run set per season. I mean, previously I've tried to run multiples, but it just never really feels like it's working the way you want it to. It's a lot of effort. And also now it doesn't cost you anything to unsocket gems. It allows that easy switch. Really, I shouldn't be focusing on these guys. I should be looking for better combats to get into. Like this, right. Someone give me another Oculus to stand in. I want the Oculus point. Where's the Oculus point? Damn it. I'm not standing in that one. I mean, that's just asking for trouble. There we go. Much better. Moving on. So it's not as fast and crazy as the Shadow set by any means, but it is quite powerful. As long as you remember to keep your buffs up, then everything's fine. Although that's pretty much the same for any class. Oh, just die already. There we go. Delicious purple orbs. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, there's always the potential for that. Ooh, high power pylon. Okay, well, while we've got this, I've got no discipline, so we are walking mostly. Any nice mobs for me to take out with this power pylon before it vanishes? I don't think so. Fine. We will just do what we can. Oh my god, out of my way, you damn flying annoying things. To those who are just joining the stream, welcome. If you are enjoying it, remember to subscribe so that you can be notified when I stream in the future. I guaranteed stream on Monday evenings with my brother Matrix. We do multiplayer. He's got a monk at the moment, and I've obviously got this demon hunter. And we play a whole bunch of different games. We've got Divinity Original Sin on the go at the moment, and what's the other one we're doing? Satellite Rain, that's it. Bit of cyberpunk, futuristic, Syndicate Wars-esque, Blade Runner-esque, overhead isometric style game. Lots and lots of fun. Stealing secrets from companies, so that we can get the public cloning. I think that's pretty much what the plot is. It's a lot of fun. Highly recommend checking it out if you hadn't had a look at it yet. It's very, very different from Diablo 3, of course, but it is a very, very good game. And yes, Garrigan 601. Right, let's move on through to the next. Ooh, a nice area with a conduit pylon for me. Alright, I will take that. Stand in the Oculus point and get all of the murder out there. Yeah, so this build is almost the exact opposite of the Shadow build in that it is based around killing everything at the same time, rather than the Shadow build, which is based around killing one thing very, very quickly. I don't know which I prefer. I like both of them for different reasons. I know that this build is less scary. It could also be because I've got esoteric alteration on this character, so I've got massive amounts of survivability. But yeah, I do very, very much enjoy it. And keeping up with this this time limit that we can probably put it up to 64 and try and finish off our gems. Periodically just throwing a volt in there so that I get the extra damage reduction. Let's actually head down to this Oculus point. We'll get a couple of these out. And we'll just make sure that everything is dead. But I like picking favourites, Adam. How am I supposed to be a properly judgmental person if I can't pick favourites? I mean... Now, like a proper dictator, what I need to do is I need to make sure that my favourites change depending on who I'm talking to. Then I will truly have achieved greatness. Calic, good to have you stopping in, and maybe I'll see you next time. Have a lovely day. Oh, what? You want me to die? That's a bit rude. I mean, I've already died twice this season, so you can always just go back and watch the earlier videos, but... I think I'm pretty safe from dying at the moment. Actually, we've got a shield pile and I don't even need to rattling roll through this guy. Let's just focus on getting him killed as quickly as possible. Now this of course takes a lot longer than the shadow set does. But once we get him down a little bit, his health starts shooting down because we are hitting him more than once with every multi-shot. There we go. Agony Dox is down, and that's a lot of rings. Whoa. That's like 3 regular rings and 2 set rings. Okay. Urshi. So, we're going to carry on putting into Starweaver. That is up to 50. We could start putting in something else, actually. Let's do the Gogok of Swiftness. I don't think I've seen that before. What is that?
I need to go back.
Hey, Cameron Gaming! Good to have you join, and thank you very much for that compliment. That's really appreciated. I'm glad you could stop by. Okay, Garrigan 602. Let's ID these. I'll put these points in. Oh, I've got a free moment. And what the hell is that? Skycutter. Ah, I don't think I've ever seen Skycutter. Well, no, I've seen it before. I've just not used it. And the Shard of Hate, which is always good fun. We're going to salvage these up. Gone, 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 gone. And I'm going to save those 2. In fact, rather than Fulminator, you can have Skycutter. Let's get some angels in this. Yeah, you better thank me. We will put these 2 over here, though, for certain. And you know what? I think I'm going to put that down there. And we're going to run into a Greater Rift level 64. One, two, three. Here we go. Of course, Volt Rattling Roll does just mean we don't care about stuff that gets in too close to us. Oh, hello, guys. There is an Oculus Ring. That's going to give us all the damage increase that we want. Oh my god, it made us move! It made us move, people! Okay. We are already ahead of time. If we're lucky... Oh, jeez, I moved away from that one. If we're lucky, we will get our gems up to 65. We've got a 60% chance per pop, and we're going to have 5 pops of them. And that will get that bit ticked off as well. Right. I've been going for an hour and 10 minutes, so I've got about 50 minutes to go before I have to move on and do other things. If you are enjoying this, do remember to give me a big thumbs up. And, you know, stop by and say hello to chat. Although most of you are actually pretty active today. It's been really, really cool. Let's head back this way. Just so that we can kill... multi-shot attacks things from so far away. Right, there we go. Pop this. Give me an Oculus. There it is over there. Right, standing in the ring and killing what we can. Oh, jeez. Right. Standing out of the ring and killing what we can. I'll focus on these guys while my turrets kill everything else. Frozens? No, thank you. See, every now and then we're getting a little angel buddy coming down and helping out. I don't know how effective the angels are, but yeah, it's kind of nice to have another distraction in the middle of the fight. There we go, there's one of them. Kind of like Falling Sword, but very poor man's Falling Sword. And that, over there, is a channeling pylon, which is my second favourite pylon for this build at the moment. Power pylon, of course, being the prime favourite. But this does give us a lot of options for just getting some murder going. Yes. Yeah, indeed. There's a lot of balance to them. Charging on in, running away. And also, if you build yourself around needing to be at a certain range, then it can be problematic when things get really, really close to you. Right, what have we got through here? Stand in the middle of this. That extra damage boost is massive. And I know I say it many, many, many times, but that Oculus ring is possibly my favourite ring to give to a follower. Garrigan 603! Yes! And we are doing really well on time this time, actually. Can't help but feel this is going to connect up with where I was earlier. I know it's not, but Westmarch is such a huge maze. It always feels like that. Oops, nearly forgot to put my vengeance back on. That could have been painful. I think this is about to move on to the next area. Thank you very much for stopping in, mate. It's been really good having you along. And I will try not to die. That is generally my plan for most days, try not to die. Alright, this could be painful, so we'll be ready to get out of here at a moment's notice. Oh, jeez. Right, we're going to fight from down here, actually. Because that's a lot of nasty mobs to have in the same area at the same time. I will fill the area with chilling effects, though. There we go. Now we can actually get in closer. Look at those orbs. Look at those purple orbs. Yeah, it looks like we just got a bit unlucky with how everything was gathered at the start. This area is not massively dense. Oh, conduit pylon. Yes, please. Yeah, that is a hell of a lot of damage. We are out of discipline though, so we are walking. Conduit pylon is out, but we've gotten so close that it's Rift Guardian time in a moment. 99%. Alright, Rift Guardian is here. Let's stand in the Oculus ring and we'll get what damage boost we can. Oculus is gone. Stand back and just hammer on him. And we got an angel in the fight as well. Yeah, there are some other options. I think, is it Bulkatha's Wedding Band drains life from enemies? That drains a fixed percentage, so it can speed up the start of some matches. But generally speaking, Oculus is where the smart money goes. All right, new record. GR64 ticked off.
My pack is full.
Oh, and we're full on blood shards. Okay, so trying for 65. 1. Trying for 65. Ooh. Oh. 2. And our final one. Gases. We got to do another one. All right. Not to worry. We'll put that into live regen. Hand this in with Auric, and then we're going to ask Kadala for some gloves. We'll ID these bits first. Cluck eye. Always cluck eye. Okay, give me some gloves. Because we still want some ancient... No. Though these are not that bad. They're not brilliant, actually. So we're going to stick with our current ones. Gloves, gloves. We'll get all of this salvaged up, and then we will ask for some more. Back and caster, Natalia's touch. You're right, Amos. What are you doing? You're going to put your head underneath the arm of the chair. And then it has a bit of a panic because he can't move properly. Right. Yeah, Unity's not bad, but I think I'd need to give up Unity. So, yeah, Band of Hollow Whispers, potentially. S of Johan on the amulet. There's a lot of good utility you can get in there. The other one is Justice Lantern and then Freeze of Deflection. Because then he blocks more often and ends up freezing more things for you. So it gives it a little bit of extra utility on him. Yes. Yes, I don't hate enough things to do that right now. The voice acting in this is pretty damn awesome. I love how they say them completely, like, dead face. I don't have enough hatred to do that. Hello everyone who's joining for live chat at the moment. We're about to push up to a GR65, which we can't afford to empower, unfortunately. But we did a GR64 without too much trouble, so this is going to let us push the last of our gems up a bit further. 1, 2, 3. And I mean, we're always kind of hoping that there's going to be some mobs to kill, but if the rift doesn't have anything in it, then there's not really much we can do. I do like the multi-shot build though, because I need to pay less attention with the multi-shot build in order to push it forwards and be safe. So I can actually focus on it and talk to you guys at the same time. Yeah, you get yourself in a position, get the killing going, and then you've got a couple of moments to breathe. Whereas with the shadow set, with the impale... Oh, geez, let's back off a little bit. That doesn't work that way. You need to be focusing all the time. Where am I going? What am I doing? What day is it? Who's the Prime Minister? That kind of stuff. Speaking of, for any of you who are in the UK, please make sure you don't vote to doom the country. We've already voted to doom it enough this year. Eurovision's tonight, and I think it's the last Eurovision we're going to have, because I'm not sure if we'll actually be allowed into future ones. And I'm really hoping that we do keep good relationships with Europe, even though Brexit is now actually a thing. Ah, goddammit. I really wanted to be in that and killing this guy, but just too many fire chains. Yeah, I think it's Yongjiang Do, or Yongjiang Do might be the one that reduces the cooldown of skills. I actually really like giving the Enchantress, oh, what was it? Maximus, so that she summons demons. Because the Enchantress has already got quite a bit of utility, and getting an extra body in the fight, I find with her, tends to be slightly more useful. At least for me. But again, it's all down to playstyle, really. No, I don't think so. That is too much nastiness going on in there at the same time. This, on the other hand, this I'm totally fine with. Oh, jeez. Forgot my vengeance because I was focusing on my footwork. There we go, much better. Right, scratch that itch. I am playing a little bit poorly because I'm spending too much time reading chat at the moment. I'm going to blame it entirely on you guys. Not if I die. If I die, that's on me. But I could be more efficient with this, is what I mean. For those of you who are just joining, our brown trouser counter is currently on 4 since we started counting. 2 for today. No, 1 for today. I had 1 yesterday and we were on 2 previously. Right, let's grab these purple orbs. Slowest roll ever. Always funny when you get snagged like that. Right, there's an Oculus. We'll go and stand in that. Yeah, it's a little bit painful, but we're... Okay, brown trousers counter is up to 5. We didn't trigger a death, but that could have been very, very unfortunate. Let's say unfortunate. Completely avoidable as well, just by being a bit more sensible. Oh my god, when they grab you with that, that really, really slows you down. Okay. Grab, 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 grab. Ah, and there's a conduit pylon right down there that I didn't notice. it's true. It's true. Most Scandinavian countries aren't in the EU, and they are part of one of the specific trade agreements. But it's more the case of Eurovision is supposed to be something that brings people together. It's, you know, the motto about it is coming together to do awesome stuff. And Brexit just kind of flies in the face of that completely. Oh my god, these guys are doing quite a lot of damage to me. I think that was actually reflex damage that was hitting me. First time that reflex damage has actually been a real threat. Still, he's gone. We're still almost at double time. For a moment I thought that I'd forgotten to put on some of my buffs, but that wasn't the case. Sand dwellers. They're the ones that killed my previous character. When they get that little ring thing around them. Right, one is down. Yeah, I think next time I run into sand dwellers with my shadow build, I'm just going to ignore the hell out of them. Run away. Run very fast in the other direction. That is my plan. Oh, and a power pylon. Always the way, just after you've killed everything. Still, power pylon will allow us to make short work of this guy. Look at his health shooting down. Oh, there was another one as well. Alright. That's probably why it was a bit of a tougher fight. Well, we don't actually care about the minions so much, so let's grab this speed pylon. And Man Carver is going to go down again pretty damn quickly. A little bit of trial and error, yeah. A lot of bit of trial and error. A lot of error, a bit of trial. There we go. Let's grab all of this. And we will do our gem. Oh my god, let me out. Let me through. What the hell is going on here? Go out the side. Right. Okay, Bane of the Trapped. I can't stop. All I do is win. So, we've only got one more bit of the current season journey to do. If I just put this away very quickly. We've got to augment an ancient item with a level 50 plus gem. A level 50 plus gem, like Teardrop of the Starweaver. And that's going to give us our stash tab. Oskio, yes, I'm using OBS to stream. I want to do more than just a 50 though. So we're going to put the other points in over here and get this up higher. I think I'll probably get it up to the same level as we have our current gems before I end up augmenting anything. We've got a Garrigan point to put in. We'll do that. And let's go talk to Orek. And seeing as we're actually getting quite a few things, we will ask for gloves while we're passing through. Garrigan point goes into attack speed. And what do we got? We've got Hellwalkers. No. Checking board. An ancient beck and sail. Marauder's carapace. Ooh. That is better than our current one. That is better than our current one. I'm going to wear that. I'm going to wear that, and we're going to put some gems in it. Homing pads, duffel. Yeah, the rest of it can be salvaged up. I don't think so. I think you can only augment items once, and it overwrites the previous one. So you can upgrade them once you've already got the augment in there. It's just you then have to run the rifts again in order to get the gems up. Right, let's salvage that up. And these are going to go in here. And let's just go and have a quick look at what we can do for how we look. So this obviously needs to be gold dyed, because everything we're doing is golden dye at the moment. Marauders actually looks alright, fits in quite well with this, so I think we'll keep it as is. But for enchanting, we could put that across. In fact, we could. Just having a look at. I can only go up to 500. I think probably getting life up to 15% life is going to be the best. And yeah, resistances are better than percentage to life, but because we've got arcane resistance on there, we can't swap that over, unfortunately. It's an unfortunate double combination, but the extra damage, I'm not in danger of dying at the moment, so I don't mind too much about losing a little bit of toughness. It's the extra damage that I'm potentially going to get for the tiny bit of dexterity that really makes a difference. They're all much of a muchness until I get an ancient one anyway, but we'll try and get a little bit more life. 12%, 15%, there we go. Yeah, life is up nice and big now. Thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful day. And yeah, I've got another half an hour before I finish, so it's been good having you here. Don't remember to hit a big thumbs up before you go. I'm sure you probably already have anyway. We're going to carry on with a GR65, I think. That worked quite well for us. Right. Let's not be directly in the middle of the massive death zone that's appeared. Instead, we'll fight them from over here. We'll fight them from the trenches. The trenches being the Oculus points, of course. Just die already, mate. You are living way too long. I want all your delicious purple orbs. Thank you. Grab those. There we go. Now we're ahead of time. So what are people going to be doing with the rest of their weekends? Have you got any fun plans, guys? Ooh. Let's run on through here, refresh vengeance, and then we are obviously just focusing on getting our murder on. Let's try and stand in the Oculus ring, actually. Bit too many, a few too many meteors landing on that point for my preference. Looks like there's a big one down here. Let's scratch my nose before we move on down. I thought there was going to be a bigger pack down here. I mean, we got this little dude, but it's not that much. Still, his friend is nearly dead. Just watching the rockets hammer into him at point blank range. Kind of makes you wonder where your demon hunter stores all of these rockets and arrows and everything. Ooh, Alien Covenant. That's nice. I've got friends coming over for a barbecue. That's going to be tomorrow. So today has mostly been about tidying my place up, making sure it's presentable, you know, so I don't look like a complete hobo. All that kind of fun stuff. Today, I've got some shopping to do, partly for the barbecue, partly for tonight. I want to watch Eurovision, maybe Doctor Who as well. That'd be pretty cool. I haven't seen last week's one, actually, so I should probably catch up on that first. Right, I think we are just going to move on. Let's head on in. Ooh, cool. Nice area. Okay, nothing that way. And we're out of discipline, so we're walking most of the way, guys. Bang, 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 bang. I love it so much. So much. Right. These guys are pretending they're important, so we're going to treat them like they're important. That reflex damage is pretty nasty, though. I have to say, once you hit this level, reflex damage actually starts being something you care about. Before this level, not so much. And we've almost got another Garrigan level. Let's get in the middle of this. There we go, Garrigan 607. We have made good progress today. Really good progress. Woo! Okay. Grab, grab, grab.
Need more time. Bleed, you filth.
Well, my biggest worry about the barbecue is my house is not huge. And if it rains, then there may not be enough space for everyone inside properly. I mean, yeah, there'll be enough space for people to stand, but I don't want people to stand. I need more seats, more chairs. Outside, people can sit on the edge of the flower bed and, you know, stand around and talk and whatnot. But inside, it gets a little bit cramped. Yeah, that'd be quite nice. I'm not a huge fan of kids, but other people's kids, if they're well behaved, can be alright. Yeah, not feeling that. I'm thinking that must be some kind of horde or something in there that's causing all that. We'll get them thinned out. And fight them from over here for a little bit.
Need more time.
Oh my god. I am sucking at my resource management. Right. Can we get in here? Right. Ah! Always, whenever I take up position.
Feel my wrath.
That's one big thing gone.
The Rift Guardian is here.
About bloomin' time. Okay. It's another man carver. That's the third man carver that we've had. In 3 rifts, I should say. Oh, no, we had Saxtrus. Oh, no, Agnidox. It was Agnidox that we had. Agnidox wasn't very impressive. Not really planning it to be a bigger event. Just outside I can fit more people, really. So it's nice to be able to get everyone over, and then when he actually just ran into a wall. When it rains, it just means that everything gets a little bit cozier, which is fine. But it also means that I'll be cooking inside. And cooking inside for more people isn't ever that practical. If you haven't planned it way ahead of time, I mean. Okay, let's grab these, and we're going to... We could carry on pushing these gems, but I want to put it in the Star Weaver. Pretty good, pretty good. We'll take it at least to 60, I think. Garrigan points goes in there. How am I doing for time? It is 10 past 5. Okay, let's hand this in, and I've got time for one more before I have to move on. So let's put that Garrigan point in over there. That's one of the wizard ones, isn't it? The magistrate, yeah. We're going to go for some gloves.
That is too expensive.
I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it. Let's salvage things up, and then we will go in. And I think we'll do a +1 on our current GR level. Okay. Great Rift 66 coming up. Demon Hunter calls his manhood wrath. That's pretty bad. Okay, so these mobs do have a bit more health. They are still manageable, of course. Oh my god, so much cat fur in the area. We need, there we go, blues. We don't need shielding blues though. Shielding, jailer, teleporter, orbiter. Actually, engaging more things at the same time could work in our favor. Not more shielding things, of course, but the whole thing about multi-shot is it can hit multiple things at the same time. Right, that's one of them down. Oh, geez, that was a little bit painful. Wrong place. Wrong place, wrong time. Now remember, it is perfectly acceptable to run away in these rifts. If it looks like it's not going our way, we will flee. As it is, we're doing alright. The slight damage increases that we're getting from the Paragon levels have been helping. Yep, I did some impale earlier, just for running some bounties and regular rifts. I will try some more impale later, I think. Not today though. Ooh, actually, let's grab that. Power pylon. Ah, it ran out underneath me just in time for me to kill them. Just when I was getting into the swing of it. Ooh, perfect. That is unusual for a rift. I don't think I've seen one of those happen in a rift. Okay. Well, it's a dead end anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. We're out of discipline, so we are going to be walking back round. Where are we going? We're heading over that side.
Need more time.
Mr. Brightside, I should probably be doing the same, but I died with my shadow set on a GR63. And I do have another one back, and I've taken the time to re-level to level 70. But I'm not quite there with how squishy it feels occasionally. I mean, sometimes it feels like completely invincible. But every now and then, it just feels like the most vulnerable character I've ever had.
You won't survive that. Need more time.
Okay, let's stand out of that just for a moment.
Still waiting.
No worries, Adam. Thank you very much for stopping in. Always good to have you in the live chat. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. Okay, how are we doing with this now? We're doing it wrong is how we're doing it, because I forgot to put the polar station underneath him. Gotta remember the polar stations. Whoa, that's a lot of fireballs. I don't mind if our dude is face tanking them all down there for us, but if it's not, then that can get pretty painful pretty quickly. Oh, jeez. No. No, right. Backing off. That was a bit of lag there. And we are going to be very, very careful. In fact, we're going to be so careful, I'm going to go back to town while we wait for this. Brown trousers moment +2. Whew. I don't have an ancient Yangs either. I'm literally just pushing as I go. Oh, wow. Alright. 30 seconds to wait and then we can head back in. I do not want to die today. Now, what the hell happened there? That was really weird. Latency is 48 milliseconds. That's nothing. So we may not do this in time, but I would rather err on the side of caution than die, because this is hardcore seasonal. Right, that's enough.
No, I will not do that.
There we go. They must have just... Oh. Maybe it was a combination of the ones behind as well. Either way, I don't care. We got them killed, that's the important thing. And these ones down as well. So we're sort of back to a reasonable time. Channeling Pylon will help. Although, to be honest, I would rather have a power pylon. Yes, hardcore is waiting for the cooldowns so that... Hey, you can call it fake core all you want. I've already died twice this season. I am not going to lose another person to a mistake that I could avoid. Once I got myself to GR70 and I've got myself a Primal Ancient, then I'll probably start playing a lot more recklessly. But at this point, I'm happy being a bit cowardly and very careful. I also have the disadvantage that I can't play 24/7, so if the character goes, then the character goes. And the hopes and dreams for the season go with them. Garrigan 609. Come on, just die. I want your delicious purple. There we go. Delicious purple orbs. Let's try and keep in the Oculus rings where we can. There's another one over here, actually. Ah, damn it. Vanished just as soon as I got to it. Face tanking right up in the middle of him. Hey, Dark Shadow, good to have you join, even if it's only for a little bit. Stormageddon, that sounds like fun. You'll have to let me know how it is. Okay. Yeah, we've managed to get ahead of time again. See, this is probably the right level for us to actually be running at. We've got enough time to recover from mistakes if they happen. And we've still got enough time to actually kill the Rift Guardian when it comes across. Oh my god, they're illusionists. That's going to be annoying. Also, fire chains, not cool. Really not cool. Ah! There we go. Got them. Finally, that took... I felt like it took way too long. Okay. Looks like there's another pack just around the corner. What's this one looking like? Can I see? Electrified, arcane, enchanted. Lots and lots and lots of pointy things. We'll back off just a little bit while we take them out. Although it's nearly Rift Guardian time, so I should probably find somewhere good to actually fight. Actually, let vengeance expire then. I missed a shield pylon on this level. It was not intentional. It was definitely not intentional. Otherwise, that would have made things a lot less worrying. Perdition, okay. Ow! Right, we are running. We are legging it. Can I get back to town, or is he going to teleport to me? Woo! Okay. We'll give it a moment, and then we'll head back in. Okay, so brown trousers count up by another 2, so now we're up to 7, I think. Once we're in, I'll have a look for that that pylon. Vengeance must have just expired as that swung across. I think that's what happened, so he ended up hitting us for a lot more damage. Alright, yeah, I see. But let's go take him out. Yeah. I mean, given he can one-shot us, if we don't have our various damage reduction buffs up, it is a little bit dangerous. It's fine though, it's totally fine. Ah, 7 was the last time I went outside, thank you very much. So we're up to 9 brown trousers moments. But this is a pretty good... Oh my god, we're running out of time as well. There we go. So 66... is probably the limit of where we can do at the moment. Wow, that felt pretty epic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's head on back to town. And Garrigan 610. We'll put that point in. We'll ID these things, and that is where I'm going to have to finish that stream. Thank you ever so much for stopping in. It's always wonderful playing with you guys along for the ride. One of the things I really enjoy is being able to interact with you and also share with the joys when everything works and the terrors when everything is going badly. If you have enjoyed, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and give me a like. If you want to know when I'm streaming next, then subscribe and hit the little bell icon so the notifications are turned on. And I will see you next time for more Diablo 3. Next session is going to be Monday evening with my brother Matrix. So I'll see you then.